everyone. It's been a little while, but interestingly enough, the reason why I am just doing this spontaneous recording is because, well, for a number of reasons. I was feeling really, really anxious, and it was stemming from, I think these like deep rooted feelings of like perfectionism or like letting people down or doing the wrong thing or making a mistake. And it wasn't even anything super big, but it was more just like realizing that a certain task within my role like gives me a lot of anxiety. And so without, giving too much information about the whole situation, I basically first just wanted to like maybe see if I could feel into some of the feelings of like what the underlying anxiety was. Obviously I just named some things right now, but yeah, it was an interesting moment of like wanting to just play a game on my phone for a bit and take a break. And it kind of got me thinking a little bit about, the fine line between like getting your mind off something because it helps you like calm down or like start to, re-regulate or release some of that like anxiety feeling, and then on the other hand of like not going towards that anxiety, and kind of figuring out what it was like stemming from. And so for whatever reason, it just sparked me to want to record a video and talk about some things that bring me joy. And I think it's very apt for what many of us are dealing with, especially if we are, coming from marginalized communities, or we have systemically oppressed identities, intersectional identities, and a number of things, right? Like it could be our own personal journeys too and have nothing to do with what's happening, within the world. And so it was really interesting because just the other day I was watching an old video from this woman that Aussie had found on YouTube, and I think her name is Parkrose Permaculture, and she, I occasionally listen to some of her videos, and some of them I feel like I want to do responses to, but I was listening to her video yesterday about AOC knitting, and I think I wanted to do something similar. I guess maybe part of this was inspired by that, and I know she's been under a lot of heat over the last year or so, and especially around the elections. But there was some truth to, the commentary, like, yeah, we are going through a lot and we're feeling a lot of feelings. And even though I'm self-diagnosed with having anxiety, I mean, that's something that's a little bit more tangible of like, yeah, I definitely know what it feels like to just have all of this like uncomfortable energy kind of surging within my body, but it's like uncomfortable, right? It's not like the nice kind of energy, like you're grounding and you're in nature and you're feeling rejuvenated, but it's like the kind of energy that is just like internally like shaky. And so I guess I wanted to talk about some things that make me excited right now, which are attending this environmental justice workshop, and Aussie and I participated, and we got these little goodie bags, and one of the things that I got was this little birthday cat that I was just so like not expecting, but isn't it just like the cutest little thing? And even the cat's cupcake has a cat face. And so I kind of just like have it around just to like bring joy and remind of like the little squishy cuteness. Oh, and then the little tail. That is something that I really love. And then maybe about a week or so ago, I'm sad that they're closing, but Threads of Fate has different tarot cards and decks, and we're in the last few days of them closing this out for good. And the funny thing is, I don't believe I purchased a new deck of tarot or oracle cards since filming back in 2021. And there was this deck that I just really loved and I really wanted it, and somehow I ordered the wrong deck. This deck here I ordered on accident. It's the Lunasomnia Tarot, which is essentially, I call this like my feminine version. It's been a few years actually since I have, you know, kind of spent additional funds on things like these cards. I won't get too much into it, but that's a whole different story about kind of valuing my mental health for the first time in my life, and leaving the financial industry back in 2022, kind of quiet quitting, and then trying out virtual assistant services, and then it eventually turning into my own freelance business that is now called Symphonic Alignment. But yeah, like more on that another time. But I got 3, and I was able to use a gift card that I received as stipends for some community organizing kind of cohorts. So that's another reason to, I guess, amplify paying people for their work, or providing stipends for the value that we bring, rather than just seeing everything as volunteering. And so, you know, I got to learn some amazing things and work alongside amazing people. And then I also got paid for my time because of my contributions. And so that allowed me to purchase a few of these decks that I've been wanting for years. And, you know, it's going to eventually help me grow my healing practice and speak to a different audience, because the different decks do attract different energies and what people are seeking. And so I just wanted to share a little bit of the deck called the Weaver Tarot. And as you can see, it's a beautiful box in this gold foil, and the deck inside even has this beautiful, like a satin finish around it. And I have this really cool reference card. And then on the inside, you can see that the cards also have this kind of gold foil. So beautiful deck, and I'm so excited to kind of cleanse it and prepare it, connect with it, and eventually be able to use it for some sessions. I just wanted to share this because I think it's a good reminder of the importance of feeling joy and remembering what brings us joy, especially when we're feeling anxious or uneasy and unsure of the future. So let me know what brings you joy.